Hey, what's up? It's me. Today is January 1st, 2024, and you about to make some changes, baby. Let's start with how your body looks. You ready? Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl, just Mimi. You already know who it is, but you might not recognize her in a few months, God willing. You feel me? So, how do I start this? Well, if you've been following me, thank you. First of all, you know my journey has not been easy. For one, just being consistent and posting here on YouTube is tough. So I'm trying to do better. And I think that me getting so many new followers is helping to do that. So first of all, thank you for that. Secondly, my journey is kind of simple, kind of complex. The long and the short of it is I'm a mom of 4. I have 3 adult sons. I have a 10-year-old daughter. I have a little itty bitty grandbaby. He's like 10 months. 10? Is he 10 months now? Yeah, he is 10 months. Okay. I was about to say, no, he's 9 months. No, he is 10 months now. And yeah. This is my wall. This is who I was before. There's a picture here. Let me show you. That was me. Okay? And that's my husband. Those are my 3 boys. That's before my daughter came. So, yeah. That's where I've come from. You see them cheeks, baby? Child. Anyway. So anyhow, I've lost a lot of weight. A lot. Over 100 pounds. At my smallest, I had got down to like 143 pounds lost. A person. Walking around right now. Weighs that much. And I lost one. I'm not trying to find them, but I will say being off of insulin, being a little comfortable, I put on a little bit more weight. So I'm back up, which is not a bad thing because I'm starting to get kind of depressed. I don't know if you have ever lost a lot of weight, if you've ever been big, if you start to feel subconscious, you start to feel like your skin looks weird. You feel it. I had these are like, they're still kind of out there, but they're like deeply set out. Like it was just a disaster to me anyway. So I wanted to put a little weight back on so that I can properly redistribute it, tone, build muscle, and shape the body that I want. Finally, after 44 years, I think I'm gonna be the person I've always seen on the outside that I've had on the inside this whole time. Anyway, I digress. You know, your girl. I'm a Leo. What do you expect? So, purpose of this video today. This is the second time I've recorded it, possibly the third. I am taking you along on my journey. Now, my original weight loss was credited to intermittent fasting and juicing. Okay, what is intermittent fasting? All right, let's talk about it. So the long and the short of it is going an extended amount of time without eating. Okay, that's the long and the short of it. You can do it in 5 hours, 6 hours, 7, 8, 10, 12-hour increments, however you feel comfortable. When I started, I was diabetic. You can experience low blood sugars. As a diabetic, I know what that feels like. It's like an extreme hunger, like, oh my God, if I don't eat, I'm gonna pass out. You should eat. By limiting yourself when your body is telling you maybe you need something, listen to your body. That's the only advice I have. I'm not a medical person. I'm not licensed in anything. All I know is listen to your body, okay? Your body tells you to eat, you eat. Your body tells you you're thirsty, you drink. It seems that simple. A lot of people talked about, well, I get hunger headaches. It's not necessarily that you're hungry, it's that you're dehydrated. If you are constantly taking in fluids, you'll be perfectly fine. I never got hunger headaches. I still don't get hungry headaches anymore. Now that I've recognized that's my body's way of telling me I needed something, so I listened. What I did do when I wasn't eating is I would juice. Raw juices are extremely healthy. They're already broken down. They get into your bloodstream so fast and you're raring and ready to go. I have some juicing recipes that I love. If you go back to some of my earlier videos, I actually walk through my favorite juice recipe on my old juicer. I say old juicer because my husband is buying me a new juicer today. And even if he doesn't, I'm buying it today because I'm ready. This one is going to be like a masticating juicer. It's a cold press. So basically, unlike the central fusion one that like spins it really fast, it can heat up and you can lose some of the nutrients in the vegetables and the fruits. You won't with a masticating one. It's just slow. You know, trade-offs, whatever. I digress. So what I'm doing now, since I lost the weight, put the weight back on, I am dedicating myself to a new and healthy lifestyle starting today. No time like the present. Today is January 5th, 2024. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. I am stupid stoked to see where I am in October. I told myself I was going to give myself 10 months. I say October because the holiday months like November and December, you got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas. I'm not trying to like overdo whatever, but I want to make sure that I'm not punishing myself either. Okay, so I'm gonna give myself these 10 months and I'm pretty sure I'll be in picked up healthy habits. And by the time I get to November, I'll be like, I don't even want to do all that. I don't even want to have that macaroni and cheese and greens. I might. I'm gonna do what my body tells me to do. And what about it? I just got a close up of them lips and y'all didn't even say nothing. That's disrespectful. So disrespectful. All right. Thanks. Get my Winky Lux here, which I love, but I need to go pick up another one because I left it all gone. Okay. I digress. So, what does that entail? Well, let me tell you. First thing I wanted to do was kill myself at the gym. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I don't know how to train my body. Let's be real. I've always been a big girl at my heaviest. Okay? Just before this, 285 pounds. So I've only been training myself to lose the weight. Well, now I'm on a different journey. I want to build muscle. I want to tone. And I want to be stronger. And I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to do it a couple ways. One, I got a membership at Planet Fitness. Two, I am possibly thinking about linking with a trainer, maybe like once a week. And three, I invested in one of these subscription apps where it gives you a exact plan, exact days to do it, shows you how to do it, and gives you the reps and things like that. So that's one way. I'm attacking my body differently, and you guys are gonna help hold me accountable. Thank you. Because one thing I'm not is consistent. And like I said earlier, you guys help me be consistent. So stay on your job and I'll stay on mine. That's all I'm saying. 2, like I said, I'm getting a new juicer. I haven't been juicing in a few years, mainly because the prices of fruit and vegetables went sky high. So couldn't do it. The juicer still works just fine, but I do want the new juicer. I want to really invest in a nice juicer because I want to make it a central part of not just my life, but also my husband and also my daughter's life. I want them to start juicing as well. Even if they're not fasting, them having like a morning shot will help really get their body moving and then the vitamins and the nutrients they need to really be productive throughout the day. And that's what I want for my family. So that's 2. 3, just journaling and talking like this to you, focusing on building not just my body, but building my mind and my finances as well is something that has been really heavy on my mind. So I saw a couple of little piggy banks. I know it's silly, but not really. There's like a indestructible one, like you really have to like beat it to get out of it, to get the stuff out of it. So I want to invest in that. I don't know if I'll get it this week, but I definitely want to do that. I want to be able to basically sow into myself. I want to sow a seed into myself so that I can build a bank and do something nice for my birthday. I never have money to do anything for my birthday. Never. Ever, 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 ever. So this year, I'm going to invest a seed into myself and I'm going to do something really nice for my birthday. That's August 1st, in case you were wondering and you wanted to send me something, because I will sow that seed into my birthday money and we'll do something nice. And that's 8 months from now. So I think we can do it. I think we got it, girl. Let's see, what else? These are just goals that I'm setting for myself. I think everybody should do it. I don't think that you should set resolutions. I think you should set goals. Goals feel better than a resolution because a resolution is something that's resolute, is resolved. And I don't think that goals can be resolved. I think goals are things that are ever reaching. You're always setting them. You're always trying to obtain them. And that's, to me, is more important in growing yourself than setting a resolution. I mean, how if you hear me? Put it in the comments. I'm just saying. But part of that is, like I said, accountability on not just my body, not just my finances, not just my health, but also my mental. And I have to really work on not letting outside forces interfere with my bubble. And that's really hard. I'm a very big feeler person. My feelings get hurt very easily. I thrive off of being loved. So when I get the inkling that I'm not loved, it hurts me, so I want to hurt you. And that's something that I just have to fix internally. But I'm still not going to let you hurt me. And I'm probably not going to let you back in. I'm working on it. Moving right along. Now what you've come here for. I'm just going to be transparent. This is the body that I have after 4 children. This is the body that I have after extreme weight loss. This is the body that I have that God gave me. And now this is the body that I'm going to make my home. So in order for me to do that, I'm going to show it to you so you can see how it looks today. And we'll see how it looks in 10 months. And I think we're both gonna be surprised. So let's take a look. All right, guys and dolls, this is it. This is she. This is what I got going for me. This is the result of Access Skin. You can see it on my arms too. Don't have too much back here, but there's some. Don't make me don't mind. I think it's I am accepting. This is what I am now. This is what we did to my body. Okay, me and myself and I. So we're gonna try to make it stronger. We're gonna try to some abs. There will still be loose skin. There will still be loose skin. Hold on, let me come in. There'll still be loose skin, but why am I hearing something ring? But I'm gonna do everything I can to get rid of it. Okay? Which does include, I have been talking to a plastic surgeon about getting a tummy tuck and a Brazilian butt lift, a BBL, because baby, rewind it. If you missed it, it's because it wasn't there, okay? But like I said, before I even get there, I have to work on this first. I want to make sure that this is in the tippy-toppy best shape that it possibly can be in. And yeah, I'm trying to be the baddest 45-year-old Lovey. That's what my grandson called me. I'm his Lovey. I'm trying to be the baddest 45-year-old Lovey you ever did see, okay? I can't wait. All right, I gotta go back to work. I'll see y'all later. All right, Mimi, you got this. You need to make some changes. And this is the year to do it. You have no more excuses. It's time. You're actually happy about it. Keep the laugh. Keep the giggle. It's gonna get you through a lot this year. I promise. It's gonna be so good on the end. But are you ready? Talk to God. Pray about it. Be strong. Be a role model. Be kinder. Be prepared. Be diligent. Be strong. You got this. Okay? All right. Listen, as soon as I get on, here goes my computer beeping and dinging. Good morning, you guys. Happy Tuesday. It's January. It's the 2nd of 2024, second day in. And yeah, that's my tree. It's still up. I'm gonna get it down today. Usually it's down. It should have been down yesterday. But it's really hard to do things around the house when Raymond and Nadia are home. Like when my family is home, it's like we don't always get that time. So we really kind of just like to sit still and like do our own thing. Just enjoy the day without having to do like all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, so yesterday I didn't do anything. I really just napped and sat on the couch, to be perfectly honest. My house is a mess. I will get it clean eventually, I promise. But that's not what I came on here to say. I wanted to come on and say, I've had some clarity this year already, 2 days in. And I posted yesterday, Raymond was upset with me because I wanted the square on the couch, and he wanted to put his mouse there. Just ridiculous things, like ridiculous. Normally, that would have took me out. I'd have been crying, I'm sorry, I don't know why I did it. Fuck that. Fuck that, okay? This time, I couldn't even do anything but muster a laugh. And when I tell you it was a for real, like tears in my eyes giggle, I was laughing so freaking hard. Because I'm like, can't be real. Like, Roman was really upset, like pissed off. And I couldn't even match his, I couldn't match it. I could not match it yesterday. I'm sorry, I'm still laughing about it today. Because I was like, this is so ridiculous. Like, of all the things, the first fight of 2024 is because you want me to scoot over on the couch so you can have 3/4 of the couch. I'm not dealing with this. I'm still laughing about it. Because when I say it out loud, it just sounds so stupid. But that was his fight. And I'm sure he has every reason to be upset in his own right. I'm not diminishing his feelings. I promise you. His feelings were valid to him. And he's upset. He's probably still upset about it. And that's cool. But I couldn't be. I couldn't fall into that yesterday. And it just really gave me some clarity. Like you guys saw, I posted, well, I actually didn't post it yet, but I'm going to include it. I'm going to include it after this video. Just me talking to myself, just me checking myself on the first of the year so that I can check back on myself in 2025 and to see exactly where I am, because I have some big plans for myself this year. Like, there's trips that I want to take this year. I'm going to be 45. I'm going to take these trips this year. There's business plans that I'm working on, like for Kai, Corporation. It's been sitting too long. I took a step back to rebrand almost 2 years ago. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I want for my company. So I'm working with a cosmetic chemist. I'm looking for a manufacturer. I'm still working on I have an idea for my components for my body butters and for my rose water, which is 2 of my favorite products. Easy to make, but effective and simple and organic. So, yeah, a lot going on this year. But anyway, I wanted to pop on. I really do have to get back to work because it is busy today. Obviously, we've been closed since Friday. But it's a lot going to happen this year. So I really hope that you guys are, dialed in. Make sure you turn on your notification bell. Make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, because I don't just be here. I love TikTok. I love Facebook. So I'm always trying to cross-platform things. I'm very terrible at Instagram. I know that's where everybody is, and that's where it's hot and stuff. I'll do better this year. I'll put that on my list. Really working on my body image, my weight, just trying to reshape my body, reshape my mind, think different, feel different, be different. It's a lot. It's a lot, I know, to wrap your mind around. I'm sure it is. But is it a lot? I mean, I've been here, I'm 44. I will be 45 in August. And been here for 44 years. And there are certain things that should have already been done. So I feel like I'm behind. So in order to catch up, I'm going to make some drastic and big changes this year. And you just have to be along for the ride, right? We're doing some body changing. We might be doing some surgery this year, or at the very latest, beginning of 2025. traveling, family, God. I really want to reconnect with the Lord and just be in my spiritual kind of light, if that makes sense. It really helps. Yesterday, being in my spiritual light, that's what I'm gonna call it from now on. Just basking in God and the glow and the love of God helps me to refocus and recenter myself. So that's what I'm really focusing on this year. Hopefully you have set yourself some goals. I don't call them resolutions because that's not what I'm about. I'm not a resolution maker. I'm a goal maker and a goal taker. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making goals for myself this year, and I'm going to do my best to obtain and reach them. If I don't, it's okay, because I know that I've done everything I can to try. And be honest, that's what's going to get me through the next 12 months. So hopefully you're having a fantastic Tuesday morning. I have to get back to work, but I just wanted to pop on and say, hey, hold yourself accountable this year. Be a better person all around. Whatever that means for you, you have to find it, you have to attack it, and you have to do it. Because what we're not going to do is keep letting these years roll by, roll by, roll by. And the next thing you know, you're going to wake up and you're 80 years old. And the only thing you've accomplished is waking up and going to bed and waking up and going to bed. And I don't want to be on that wheel. Talk to you later. What's up, my babies? It's me, your girl. It's hump day. It's feeling humpy, so me and these halters, I do have a shirt on for the record. Even though it's falling down. I'm running to the gas station to get a Fonto and some snacks. It's not a good day. Today's the 3rd. And I'm trying to stay positive. But it's like everything around me feels so crushing, if that makes sense. I feel crushed and unseen and small. Today's not a good day. Anyway, back to the review. All right, so let's talk about this African, they call it exfoliating sponge. How you doing, sweetie? Good. Happy New Year's. It's like it's an African like exfoliating sponge. Oh, it's cold. Is it raining? No, it's just wet. So, so the benefits of it, obviously, is it's really good for your skin. You know, you're getting dead skin cells off. It's not too harsh. It felt good to my skin. It didn't hurt, but it definitely felt cleaner. I definitely feel smoother. But with anything, of course, repetition, you want to see how it performs. Now, I did say that it is hypoallergenic, it's washable, very sturdy, very strong, and it lasts up to 2 years. So that's always a plus, a product that you can, you know, continuously use. And I do like the stretch in it. I like how long it is, how I was able to kind of open it and kind of do my back side, my legs, my feet, that kind of thing. It felt comfortable, but I could also scrunch it up and use it like a loofah. So far, it is getting it has a funny scent. I probably should have washed it first, but so far it's getting like an 8.5 out of 10. It's doing good. I like it. So far, so good. Okay, this is my Kroger grocery haul. I'm just saying, for $120, I feel like it's not a lot. I guess so. It's more size than anything. We didn't get any like meat stuff because we got meat. Oh, good morning, you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's 6:38 on Monday. Today is the 8th of January. And I'm tired as shit. First of all, Raymond's not feeling well with his back. So Raymond had a bulge disc or herniated disc. He had surgery about 10 years ago when my daughter was in my belly. And sorry, I'm making me coffee. I'm tired. There's my baby girl. Alright, let me get her together and then I'll come back and we'll talk. Okay, I got her together. So almost. I gotta put her ponytail back on. I'm so tired, y'all. And today's the 8th and it's a Monday. So life changes on Monday. Right? So I took off today to take Raymond to the emergency room. He took off today too. So we're gonna be doing that today. That's how I'm feeling. Y'all, I watched this documentary yesterday. It's called You Are What You Eat, or We Are What We Eat, a twinning experiment. The twinning experiment is what got me curious, like what it was about. So essentially, they had identical sets of twins that they put on, one on a plant-based diet, one on a omnivorous diet. I have to slow that one down. And it was just basically giving like the pros and the cons, and you know, just watching to basically just see how does an individual that has exactly the same DNA, how does their body react to the changes in nutrition. That's what got me. I'm like, okay, let me pay attention, right? And obviously, there was some pros and cons with the plant-based as well as the meat-based diet. But the thing is that they kind of tells you how to combat like the red flags or whatever, the bad stuff, the cons, and mostly it's just eating more. One of the problems that plant-based people have is that they just don't eat enough throughout the day, and that could be an issue for me. But I'm gonna be juicing, so it'll kind of fill in that eat more throughout the day, because I'll be like sipping my juice all day, which is basically fresh fruits and vegetables. So yeah, all good and good. But what really turned me off and made me start my journey, because it's gonna be a journey to becoming plant-based or vegan, and in that documentary they showed the farm-raised, just the visuals is terrible, the farm-raised animals. So like your farm-raised chickens and your farm-raised beef, and you're thinking, oh yeah, they're on the farm, they're doing good, they're grazing. Hell no. Hell no. They are in these conditions that are ridiculous, y'all. I don't want to sound like one of those people, or one of those hippies, one of those tree huggers, or whatever you want to call them. But whatever you call them, baby, it makes sense. I'm like, she always put the dirty ones back in there? It's such a weird thing to do. They literally are on top of each other. They have maybe a notebook size, notebook sheet paper size amount of space for the chickens, and the pigs are just on top of each other, and the cows are just millions and millions of them on top of each other. They're emitting methane gas, which is causing greenhouse effect, and it's just like blowing my mind, like the breakdown and stuff. And this is not new stuff. None of this is new. None of this is new. None of it is new, right? And just to see it, like, I'm a visual learner. I learn by writing and seeing. That's how I remember things. So visually seeing, you just have to watch this. Anyway, all dairy gone for me. All dairy gone for me. All dairy. Give me some vegan butter. I'm not a big cheese eater because I've been lactose for so freaking long in my life. But I'm going to find me some good vegan cheese. You think I'm playing? Let me show you my refrigerator. And yes, it's still dirty. I didn't wipe it out. I just threw away the stuff that needs to be thrown away. I don't care. Judge me. You don't judge me. Judge your mama. But look. Okay. Child, I done hit all the major vegetables. Baby, I'm not playing. That pop about to be poured out. The eggnog is for Stinky. Yogurt, I'm gonna slowly take a step back from the Greek yogurt because I really do like it. We got some cabbage back there. The bologna and cheese is for Raymond and Nani. They like to make those sandwiches. Ugh. But yeah, I'm not doing it anymore. It's like it's hurting me. It's hurting me to hurt the world. Like, it's not just hurting my body, it's hurting the fucking world. And I'm like, I'm not ready for that. I don't want that guilt. I don't want that one. Anyway, that's today, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, that was good. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. And we'll start this journey together, you guys. So probably in this video that you saw what my body looks like, you kind of see where I want to go, and I'm gonna give you some goals. Hopefully you'll do the same. This is new. I know everybody has this, but this is the size of my big old head, and this is my goal for the day. One of these, maybe two, but we're always going to start the day off with some coffee and water the rest of the day. So anyway, I hope you're having a fantastic Monday, guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.